Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming again here. In this video we'll create a simple file manager using Python and Flask. So if you're interested to have a look at the end result of what we're supposed to be coding in this video, feel free to skip to the very end of this video. So there would be a timestamp in the bar down below, also in the description below the video, and finally in the first pinned commentary below this video, so you can have a look where exactly you can navigate to have a look at how this end result looks like. And for those of you who has just been there and liked what you've seen and interested in building this sort of an app, without further ado, let's actually start. So this would be a single file Python Flask web application. All we need to install is Flask itself. So we can say, well, first of all, let's open the terminal, the current working directory, and here on Windows it should be enough to say pip install Flask, like this. But I'm on Linux, so I need to use the sudo command, also specify the Python version I'm currently using, and I will already have that installed, and it would now just print me that the requirement has already been satisfied. So by the time it's kind of working, yeah, requirement is already satisfied. So here, okay. So here I want to create a file. I could have created it on a desktop, but I just want to make sure that, I can see some folders and files in the current working directory where the web app will just start. So I'll create our file here. So I just want to say create new document. Let's call it, I'll actually call it app.py. No need to call this file manager in particular. Okay, so now here I want to create a simple file manager with Python and Flask. Okay, so I want to import some packages here. So I can say from Flask import Flask, like this. Then I want to handle the route. And I can say app.route, and this would be the root route, and here I define the callback function. Let's call it root, and here let's return just return the bare string for a while. So let's say file manager, and here we want to run the HTTP server, the development one. So I can say if name equals to main, in this case I want to say app.run, I want to say debug equals to true, and yeah, I could have set the threaded equals to true to make it multi-threaded as well, so this might be an option. Okay, and yeah, I forgot to create the app instance, so create web app instance, and here we can simply say app equals Flask and name, like this. So now let's run the code by typing python3 app.py. It should run the server at the port number 5000, so we can now go to localhost port number 5000, and here we have the hello world application with Python and Flask. Okay, so the next thing to consider, I want to say from Flask import render template string. So I want to be able to render template string to use the Jinja template renderer here, and here instead of returning this bare string, I want to be returning HTML, so I can say return render template string, and now I can use the multi-line input to provide my HTML code. So I can say HTML. So this I'm not going to be using Bootstrap or some complicated sort of a thing. So just a plain HTML, even no CSS. This is the proof of concept thing. I just want to emphasize the matter of redirecting the incoming HTTP request to the HTTP server, and then to make some work on the operating system related things. So what would I be calling the commands like So on Linux, this is a last command. On Windows, this should be a dir command to list the directories. Cd, cp, like copy, change directory, those would be the same. So you can change whatever commands you want depending on the operating system you're currently at. But the structure of the app is not going to be changed because of that. So let's say head and head. So here we can provide the title. So let's say file, I just say file manager, that's enough. And title here, I want to provide the body. Okay, so body, and let's say h1, just a big title here. So let's say file, let's say local file system and h1. Okay, and if I did everything correctly, it now should print local file system. Okay, so let's put this in the center. So just some Stone Age way to do this. So it would be like, let's just do align equals to center. So I don't want to be bothered by the layout. I don't want to be taking too much time on that. So then we need to, I just want to, the next line, I want to provide the current path. So here, let's say this would be, let's say paragraph and p, and here we'll use the path variable. So we also can say that path, let's say current working directory equals to current working directory, and like this. And now we need to take this. So I don't remember exactly, probably os.cwd. So let's quickly check this. So Python get current working directory, os get cvd. Okay, perfect. So here we can simply say, so we need to import the os module, and here we can say os.get current working directory, and it should now print the current working directory we're currently at. Okay, perfect. So let's centralize this one as well. So I want to, well, probably we can just make another div here, like this. And is this going to be working? Let me check. So okay, awesome. So the next thing to consider, we need to list all the files we have. So this is the local path. So we can even say like current working directory, and we can do it like strong and strong like this. Okay, and we can also make a slight space here. Okay, yeah, now this is good. So the next thing to consider, we need to get the files from this sort of all the files we have. So the current working directory is where our app.py. So we need to list all these folders and all of these files. So just a little bit of an example. So let's say you're on Windows. So I use wine cmd here. So I'm not sure. Hold on a sec, just how this is done. So wine command prompt. So just how to call this, because the cmd because okay, yeah, here it is. It's already working. Okay, perfect. So it's already working here. So here on Windows we're using this dir command, and cd to change directory to a certain folder would be like cd desktop, for instance, and so on. On Linux, this would be ls command. So let's say on Windows we don't have ls command, it's not being recognized, right? But on Linux we have, just go from here. On Linux we have ls command to do exactly the same thing. So just make sure to use the commands that your operating system needs. So that's the idea. Okay, so now we need to make use of what is known as subprocess. So I can say import subprocess, which is another standard Python module, and there is a very nice feature called check output. So let's say the file list would be equal to subprocess dot check output. I'm not sure regarding the data type, so let's just simply create the user list here, user list like this, and for now let's just print this file list just to get an idea of what kind of data structure we will have there. Okay, so the app has crashed for some reason. Oh, I just need to put a comma here. Okay, it's alive again. So let's update. Okay, so process, oh, just a typo. So the check output. Okay, one more time. Sorry. So yeah, obviously we need the command. So the command ls. If you're on Windows, here you need to type dir, most likely. I'm on Linux, I'm typing ls. So let's say use dir command on Windows. Okay, and I want the shell mode to be equal to true. It's not the best ever choice for safety, but so from the security perspectives, but I just want to make the proof of concept, so it should be fairly enough for me. Okay, now we have this. Okay, so just the bare bytes, I believe. And how can I? Well, probably not the best ever. So just okay, it has the new lines. Okay, so I just want to can I just stringify this? I'm wondering, can I stringify this? So I don't want this bytes. Nope. So in this case I can use apparently decode and UTF-8 encoding. Okay, and I also want to split by the new line here. Okay, so okay, app.py. So now we have the list of all this kind of things. Okay, well, it's a bit of a problem that we can't really distinguish between the folders and like files, but let's consider that those items having dot inside would be treated as files, and those not having this dot are considered to be folders, even though it's not the most flexible way ever, but still this should be enough for us. So now we can use a for loop here. So we can simply say like for file in let's say for item in file list. Okay, here we have and for. Okay, and here I want to create a list item for every item basically, and that's very simple. So list item, and now we should have Okay, now we should have, okay, and the very last one is not needed, so let's say from 0 to skip the last one. Okay, so now we have our file system. So what do we want now? So now we want to be able to navigate like to the links, right? And also we need this list item to go to the root. So list item, and like this, the one going to the root. Oops, I'm sorry, should be outside of the for loop, obviously. Okay, like this. So okay, let's probably start with implementing this one level up stuff. So we can simply use the command cd space and 2 dots. So we just do the following way. So here we will have, I'm just wondering, so here we need to, I'm wondering whether I should use the link here or a button. Okay, yeah, let's actually stick to the link. So let's say a and h reference would be equal to slash let's say cd or no, just up, let's say up level up. Let's say level up like this, and here closing the tag. And now we need to handle this another route. So handle level up command, and here we can say app.route, and I use this level up def, let's call it level up as well, def level up, and here let's just return level up just to make sure that we do redirect there, we do get redirected there. Okay, what has gone wrong? Okay, app is not defined. Okay, app save. Okay, so yeah, now we are getting redirected here, and from here we actually need to be redirected back to the root. So we need to say also from Flask import redirect, and here we can say return redirect and the root route. So now we should be capable of getting redirected to the root route. Okay, so we do, but also we need to run a certain command. So here we want to run kind of like level up command, and here we redirect to view files, redirect to, let's say, file manager. Okay, so here we can simply say os dot, I think that OS system is literally enough here, so we can say cd and 2 dots. I think this should be enough. Let's check this out. So going up, okay, nothing happens. Okay, yeah, sorry, so probably wasn't the most accurate idea ever. So okay guys, so just found an answer in Stack Overflow. So we can just run command using the OS system. It's not going to be it won't change the current working directory. To change the current working directory, we need to use os.change directory. So just a quick idea, rough idea on how it works. So let's say just want to import OS module, and I would say os.get current working directory. So here is the current working directory. Now if I say os.change directory and just make like this, then here we have this one level up. So hope this is clear. And this is exactly this is the exact thing that we're going to be using here. So instead of OS system, we just use OS change directory. And if I did everything properly, then it should be capable. Okay, so now we go in level up already. Okay, so now we go in level up. I think this is really awesome. Okay, so the next thing to consider, let's say, so we need to be able to distinguish between the folders and the files. So let's do this the following way. So we just, by the way, if I don't restart this server, it would still be, yeah. So now it has restarted. Like the current working directory has been dropped back. Okay, so now we need to distinguish between the folders and files. So as far as we're not using any fancy graphics, let's just add the like angle brackets with the folders. So let's say so list item would be anyway. So here we can say if let's say dot in it's not the most accurate way of doing things, but just as a matter, just the proof of concept. So if dot in item, let's say if dot not in item. In this case, I want to put this square brackets like this, and else, and if here I just want the files to be without this sort of a thing. So let's have a look. Okay, did something horribly wrong. Can I use this like, okay, it's unexpected. Can I make it like so? I just want this angle brackets as, okay, now it seems to be okay. So now we have the folders with this angle brackets. Okay, well, actually, instead of angle brackets, let's better actually do this using the strong tag. I think that would be just a better idea. So let's make it strong like this and strong like this. Okay. Okay, so here are the folders. Okay, now we need we also need to add this kind of like links here, so to achieve a similar behavior to this one, as we've been doing like while this level up occurs. Actually we can probably optimize the code, so just to call this like cd or change directory, and then we can just be adding this parameter, so where to change the directory. On the other hand, we can just make another route called change directory. Yeah, probably we'll just make another route. Okay, so here strong, so this would be a tag with the h reference equals to so we need to say os no we have already have this current working directory. We need current working directory plus nope hold on a sec, current working directory like this, and plus item and plus slash like this. So it's not going to be working out because we didn't yet specify the path, but yeah, here so the path has been changed, so we need to switch to BMCP variant. So this is the actual path to change directory to. Okay, so let's make another route here. So let's say we need to handle cd command. So let's call this one cd, change directory to, I'm not sure, is this going to be request URL? I'm sorry guys, just need to quickly search for this. So Python Flask get request URL, so probably just request.url if memory serves me properly. Request.base URL. Yeah, I think this is it. You can use base URL of request method. Okay, let's try the base URL. Didn't know this. Yeah, let's try the base URL. Okay, so here we'll have our cd, and we need to change directory to request.base URL, and also we need to say from Flask import request. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. So go into BMCP variants. If you entered manually, please check the spelling. Okay, so it should be, hold on a sec, nope, it's not the case, so it's gonna be, hold on. Okay, let's better use the args here. So instead I would say path equals 2, and here just cd like this. So let's go again. Oh man. Okay. Hold on a sec. cd and path equal to. Okay, now path equals is okay. Okay, so we don't have such a directory. It's also fine for now. So here we can say, now the base URL in this case, we can say request.get path. And let's try again. BMCP variants, request, doesn't have object get. Oh, sorry, request args dot get path. Now this should work. Okay, perfect. So now we can actually navigate to some sort of a specific files here. So I think this is quite pretty nice. Okay, so we can navigate through the folders. So we don't do anything with the files yet, so just can see the file system. So this is quite pretty nice already. Okay, so what's the next step here? Well, I think we can go for a bit of a refactoring and actually use this route, this single route for redirects. So as far as we go into whatever available at the path, I think that here with the level up, we can simply say cd and equals to, can I use these two dots like so? Path equals, and if I now get rid of this completely, it should be working. The same way. Okay, and go back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so now we use the single route to handle the entire kind of cd command, so I don't have anything on my desktop, no worries. And here we're back at the current working directory. Okay, I'm just wondering why webcamera.py is webcamera. No, hold on a sec. This is a bit strange why it treats can I clear the hash or something? I'm just wondering why it considers this text file to be like a folder. This is a little bit strange. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. That's because I forgot to close. So before strong, I need to close this A tag. I guess that was the case. Yeah, okay, now it's fixed. Okay, so it doesn't matter that the used folder is actually already been kind of like changing the color. So if you use CSS, this can get resolved, so it's not a big deal really. Okay, so the next thing to consider, let's say we can provide the feature of viewing text files. So let's create another route here. So we can say we just want to view text files, and we can say app.route, and let's say view. Okay, def view, and I want to return render. Do we need to render a template string? We don't. We can just return the file content on its own. So we want to get the file content. So there would be path as well. So let's say content equals to, I can say request.args.path, or let's say file, get, and let's call this one file, and we just can return content, or we can actually make it even better and just return this thing here like so. And now every time, so let's say here we can say else if and the condition, else if let's say .txt in item, then we use a similar one but slightly different. So this would be redirecting to the view route here, and the file would be the bare item without the current working directory. No, actually it's okay like so, and we just need to check the output. Okay, so here well, now it would be just printing the destination of the file. Else if sorry, elif, is this the case? Okay, so text, it just prints the, now it only prints the path there. So we also need to say like os dot check output, and here the command would be, so I want to say shell equals to true, and here, so the command would be let's use cat. I believe on Windows there might be some other commands as well, plus and the path, and also I want to decode this to UTF-8. So if I did everything properly, it now should be capable of displaying the text file information. But yeah, let's actually I don't want to use that MISC because it has some data I don't really want to share. Let's say so new file test.txt. So example content. Okay, and also I want to be able to, so not only text in item, or let's say py.py in item, let's say, or let's say even better, elif well, I could have, no, let's I could have optimized this as well, but let's just go for a few pre-coded stuff just to save time. So or in item, or HTML in item. We could have we could have been adding some more files, but let's stick to this for now. So it should now be printing OS doesn't have check output, so yeah, not the OS but the sub process. So sub process, save and update, and let's have a look. So here we have the source code. So also we can just to make it just to give it the layout a bit of more sense, after decoding we can say that replace the new lines with the line breaks. So br here, save, and let's have a look. So web camera, now we can see the content of the text files. So let's say this text txt example content, and also if we just go to say CC Bridge Arena views, and the HTML files should be, well, it can even render the HTML files. Well, that's probably because, well, maybe HTML files is not the best ever way. Yeah, just it's the problem is that the browser is trying to open this as if it was an HTML file, I believe. I might be wrong though, but it might be interpreting like, well, we're not trying to, we just want a proof of concept view. So I think, yeah, let's also add the JSON. Yeah, so instead of HTML, let's better stick to JSON. So let's better stick to JSON. Let's disallow HTMLs. Okay. So let's say here, and let's have a look at some JSON file. Yeah, this is much better now. So this is much better, so we can inspect some JSON files. Okay. Okay, perfect. So what else can we do here? We can provide an option to delete the file, and also the option to create the file, right? But I would even say better to say create a folder or delete a folder. So let's just add a button here. So before this user list, we can, let's say this might be an A tag. We can make it strong as well. Or even better, just strong with an inside. and a tag here, href and would be make directory, and path equals to current working directory, copy current working directory. We also need to potentially just to give it a name, I believe. Okay. So new folder. Okay, let's just have a look. So new folder doesn't have that, nothing happens. This is okay. This is okay. So I'm just wondering. So we need to specify the name. So let's probably say like. Yeah. By the way, hold on a sec. If I just put it here, is the layout gonna be improved? I'm just wondering. Yeah, this is much better. So, and also here I want the input type equals to text, and let's say placeholder equals to folder name. So it should now draw a folder name. Okay, and let's give it when do we use ID folder save. So I just want to, so here when I create new, I want to find this by ID. Well, I just thought that we probably can use the form and submission here instead of making a href. So if we just use the form and action, and here is our path. So it would be make directory. Okay, and method we can make post, but well, get is also on the cards. Okay, so let's probably stick to this sort of a thing. Okay, so let's make it a bit different. So this still might be strong, or no, we don't need this. So we can simply say this would be input type submit, and title or value equals to new folder, and here we don't need the ID, but we need the name instead. So let's have a look. Okay, and yeah, actually also let's make it not the placeholder, let's actually make it the value. Let's just make it new. Okay, and here let's just make it, well, okay, new folder. I just don't want to make it too I just don't want to split by the spaces to avoid any disasters. Okay, so now we get redirected here. So md folder equals new folder. So that's because of the name, I guess. Is it? Yeah, this should be. Okay. Okay, and now let's handle make directory command. So app.route cd and define like md make directory. So here we want to redirect to file manager, so return redirect to the root route. Okay, and here well, actually for now I just want to print, so this would be request.args.path. So let's just have a look. MD. Oh, sorry. Doesn't have attribute path. If this was a post request, would it be like, oh, sorry, what have I done? Get, what have I done? Path. Okay, then return the valid response. Just wondering. Let's just print this. So none here. Oh, it's folder. Okay, it's folder. It's not the path, it's folder. Okay, new folder. Okay, so okay, so this is the name of the folder, and here we can just want to create new folder and simply say OS system and make directory and plus requests arg and whatever there, and eventually redirect to the root route. So if I did everything properly now, it should be capable of creating a new folder. So here new folder should appear. So new folder, excuse me, nope. Okay guys, so yeah, just should use mk directory. So yeah, it just doesn't work like this. I didn't know this, so let's just say mk directory and this name, and now I really hope that it should be working. So new folder, and we have this new folder here, and we have new folder here being created on our operating system. So we can also go there, go back, we can use another new folder. Now we have new folder 1, go there as well. Brilliant. Okay, so now we need to, well, let's get rid of these folders. Well, we can actually keep them for now. So now the very last thing we need to do is just to be able to delete the folders. So Well, probably the easiest way of doing this is just to append. I'm just wondering if I, hold on a sec, if I just use a span here, let's use this X as the delete button placeholder. I'm just wondering, is this gonna be, no, I want to make it here. So no, it's not the case. So we want to delete only folders, right? So here we've used, oh, it's only here. Okay. So list item, and after, I'm just wondering if I just add another X like this. Yeah. So, well, let's actually say delete. Okay. Delete. And let's make it like, look like a button. Well, obviously, if sort of a graphics gets involved in this case. Okay, so I just can't make it like, can't use the square brackets. So maybe I can escape them like so. Can I? Nope. Okay, well, forget this. So I just want to visually separate those kind of deletes. Well, but how to make it a bit more, I understand that the layout is just a placeholder, but I'm thinking maybe it's possible to delete this folder a bit better way. So okay, so yeah, let's actually go back and stick to this big X, and yeah, for just for demonstration purposes it should be enough. So now I want to provide the H reference. This would be remove directory, and the directory name would be an item, right? So now we need to provide another route. So copy, paste, and this would be remove directory. We don't make anything, just get back with this redirects. But before this, I want to say request.args.get directory. So this is going to be the directory we're about to be deleting. So let's say, oh, did I make something wrong? Remove directory rm rm okay, so new folder, and we're about to delete the new folder. Now I just want to ask how to, so Python remove folder recursively, I would need to say apparently, but hold on a sec, can we remove all files, how to delete a file or folder? I don't know, maybe I could use system. Okay, hold on guys, I just want to play around with this. os.system and rm minus force recursively and plus the name like this. and then get redirected. Not sure if it works, but let's figure out if it works. So let's try to delete the new folder. Did we succeed? Yeah, we just deleted the new folder. Okay, let's try to delete the new folder too. I mean new folder 1, yeah, and we also succeeded. Well, perfect. So yeah, absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So let me just add one last commentary and then we'll go for final demonstration and this tutorial is done. So here we want to remove certain directory. Okay. So again, like on Windows, the command might be different. I'm not sure, I'm not aware of the commands there. I never use Windows, but whatever command to delete a directory on Windows, plus the file name of the directory should do the trick, basically. And the rest, things like change directory or make directory, this should be operating system agnostic. Well, probably, I don't know, probably we could have go for here we could have used like remove tree at some point. I'm not sure, just how to delete a file or folder. Maybe there is a path object, path lib. Removes a file, remove directory, removes an empty directory, remove tree, deletes the directory. Oh, well, let's shut utility, utility, I'm not sure where this kind of comes from. Not sure where it comes from. So this should be okay, guys. Just to make code a little bit more reliable. So we need the entire path. Copy. Let's try this. Let's give it a try. So here instead, let's say we want to, can say OS get current working directory plus this guy. Let's give it a try. So this should be more flexible. And probably won't even depend on the operating system. So let's create a new folder, and now let's delete this folder. Is not defined, so we need to say import. So how it's called? Shutl. Sorry. So we need to say okay, awesome, and it disappears. So let's create a new folder. Okay, yeah, and delete folder. Okay, yeah, brilliant. So yeah, it's even more reliable way. So yeah, let's actually stick to this kind of wrappers that take care of the differences of like operating systems. So this should be from now on, this should be working similarly no matter what the operating system you're currently on. So I really hope this. Well, actually, yeah, this is Linux dependent still. So okay. Yeah, this is Linux dependent. So, well, maybe maybe there is. Hold on, guys. I just need to Google a little bit. Okay, I just realized that actually instead of using this cat command and instead of all of this sort of a thing, we can do can go for a different approach. We can say simply with open, and so what we need, so this is the file name, right? Copy with open the file name as file, then we can say yeah, simply return f.read, and now we can replace this new lines here. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is gonna be working, but I really hope so. So now it should be, so let's go for test. Okay, example content, let's go for package JSON. Yeah, so now it's the same from the output perspective, but we're no longer relying on the Linux cat command, but instead we do rely on the pure Python libraries, like using this with open, so just opening using Python. So now it should be absolutely cross-platform. Well, okay guys, so let's have a look at the eventual stuff we came up with. So first we can just navigate through the file system. So I can go back to, oh my god, where is that? Okay, media, nope. Oh, okay, home, my folder. Yeah, try not to be careful with this button. You can delete your sensitive data in this sort of way. So let's go to desktop CMK. Okay, so we can have a look at the text files. Okay, what else? We can have a look at some JSON files. So here is our app. Where is our app? Main.js, Vue.js. Hold on. So I want to go. Okay, app.py. So here is the file. Here is the source code. Here is the source code. Yeah, because of having some HTML inside, it's not that brilliant, but just prints the Python sort of a thing. It's cool. We can create a new folder. So we got this new folder. We can check this out here. So new folder has been created. We can go to this new folder and drop back. We can create another folder and can go there and can go back. Sorry, like this. And we can delete this new folder, and it's no longer available. Desktop. So new folder 1 is no longer available. Now this would disappear. Okay. So new folder has disappeared. Well, okay guys, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.